Okay, welcome back. Let's see how we did at solving our 3 sample problems. Our first is solve for x in x plus 5 equals 2. We need to subtract 5 from both sides, so we're left with x equals negative 3. Now, we should check our solution by substituting negative 3 in for x, and I'm going to have negative 3 plus 5 equals 2, or 2 equals 2. Our solution checks, and I am going to know right there that when I'm on a test or quiz that I got that answer correct. Next, we're going to solve on number 2, 5x plus 10 equals negative 10. And remember, our goal is to isolate our variable. So I need to eliminate that positive 10, and to do that, I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides, and I'm left with 5x. My positive 10 and negative 10 cancel, equal negative 20. Next, we need to isolate our x yet, and we need to eliminate that 5. So to undo multiplication, I'm going to use division, and I have an answer of x equals, and negative 20 divided by negative 5 is negative 4. Once again, I want to substitute that in my equation, and I can check and make sure that my answer is correct. So I'm going to have 5 times negative 4 plus 10 equals negative 10, and we're still going to follow that order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And here I'm going to multiply first. I'm left with negative 20 plus 10 equals negative 10. And then I can move on to addition and subtraction. And I'm left with negative 10 on the left equals negative 10 on the right. My solution checks, so the answer is x equals negative 4. And lastly, our last equation, we're going to solve for v, and we have 16 minus 3v equals 2 plus 4v. And you can either add 3v to both sides or subtract 4v from both sides. It doesn't matter. I'm going to subtract 4v. I simply like having my variable on the left side of the equation, and that's just one of my little quirks. So here I'm going to have on the left side 16 minus 7v equals 2, positive 4v, negative 4v cancel. Continuing to isolate v, I am going to subtract 16 from both sides. And what remains on the left, positive 16, negative 16 cancel. I'm left with negative 7v equals negative 14. And lastly, continuing to isolate x, we're going to divide both sides by negative 7, and I'm left with v equals 2. Checking that solution, I substitute a positive 2 into both sides of my equation, and I'm left with, or I get, excuse me here, I lost the train of thought there for a second. Substituting in, let's start over. 16 minus 3, substituting 2 in for v equals 2 plus 4 times 2. Using that order of operations again, take care of my multiplication. 16 minus 6 equals 2 plus 8. 4 times 2 is 8. 16 minus 6 is 10 equals 10. My answer checks, so v equals negative 2 is the solution for this equation. I hope you did well. If not, don't hesitate to ask a question and ask for some more examples in class the next time we meet. At this point, you're going to move on to solving inequalities.